So now let's talk about how we can use a vertical line to actually figure out if something is a function or not. So let's remind ourselves of the definition of a function. Okay, a function has to have a unique output for every input. So in other words, the input has exactly one output. So what we're going to do is we're effectively going to pick an input and see if it has more than one output. Now, that might seem a little tedious, except for the fact that if we look at a vertical line, the x value never changes. Okay, so if I draw a vertical line anywhere, I will have something like x equals 3, right? Okay, I'm not moving to the right or left. So if I were to just take a vertical line and draw it on my graph, okay, and let's say that, maybe this is x equals 4. Well, then every point on this line is going to have 4 for the x. So in this case, I have the input of 4 that clearly has 2 unique outputs. Well, that of course can't work, and we can see that if we map it out. The 4 goes to the 7, and the 4 goes to the -4. That's clearly not a function. However, if we apply the same test to the next function, then we can clearly see that this vertical line, again, let's maybe say this is x equals 4, but we could move that line to the right or left and should to verify that it, doesn't cross this graph anywhere in 2 locations. I usually use like a pencil or a ruler as my vertical line, but we can clearly see that for the input 4, we have 1 unique output. Let's say maybe -1. It seems like a reasonable value for that. So this is a function. And of course, as I mentioned before, the first one here is not a function. It fails the vertical line test.